Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Better late than never, right? It is what? The 6th of March, and I am finally showing you my coloring book and supplies haul for February. So, did receive a number of books, but not like my normal hauls in the past, and I purchased very few supplies, so that part won't take long at all. Let's look at the books first. So, first up, we have the Valentine Ceramic Tiles Color by Number book by Prachi Dewan Sachdeva. I did color a few in here. So cute. I love her ceramic tiles books. They're just so easy and fun. Adorable pictures. Nice thick black lines. So alcohol markers work so good in these books. All right. Next up, couple of new circulism art books. As you can see, I love this book. This is Wildflower, and these are by Eclipse, A.J. Cornell. This is a much more detailed book than their other books. Much smaller circles, much closer together, but I think that the detail, like look at how small this is. So you have to be much more careful if you are coloring with alcohol markers. The ink does not bleed much at all on this good paper, but it does bleed just a teeny bit. Now most of the time that's not a problem at all. Something like this, yeah, you really have to watch. Now I always like coloring with brush tip alcohol markers, so you can get it really fine. And maybe if you're using chisel tip alcohol markers and you use the fine tip, that might work in these too, because you don't get near as much ink out of the fine tip. So yeah, fun book. Love it. No, you can't see the ones I completed until the next video. This one is Papillion Butterflies. Love this book too, can you tell? Now this one is their typical, if you want to call it easier, book than the Wildflowers book. Ooh, that's a neat one. So yeah, another one I just love. So yeah, I'll be coloring out of this one this next month too. Okay, now Rachel Mintz's new book, Magical Mermaids. This is a grayscale coloring book. Did a flip through of this on my channel. Just gorgeous pictures, and I did do a giveaway of for a PDF version of any of their books over on their website. Now, I would not suggest an individual who is trying grayscale for the first time. These are a little bit more difficult to color, just simply because there's not real specific outlines of where you color. It's kind of up to interpretation. If you first are trying out grayscale, try Jade Summer grayscale books. Those are very easy to color. Grayscale is super simple. You just straight color it in and it makes it look like you did all the shading. So I love grayscale. These are so pretty. All right. Sally Berry put out a couple books this last month. This one is Kawaii, 50 Cute and Fun Doodle Coloring Pages. Very simple pictures, but they're so cute. All these little kawaii creatures. Just adorable. So a book, if you just want to sit down, spend you know, an hour, if that, maybe half an hour, coloring in a page. Such and Such Deva's Easter book. This is a color by number. I haven't had a chance to color out of this one yet, so this is going on the side also for me to color in this month. This is Mystery Circles. So you can see the front cover. There is the standard color palette. And yeah, when you go in here, kind of looks like the Circulism books, but it is not on the premium paper. It is on Amazon paper. We do have the color palette over here, and he does indicate which colors, I believe, are in here, because I see 6, 17. Yeah, so I think that's how he is now indicating which colors are in the picture. I could be mistaken, but I think that is the purpose for having some gray and some white. But they're mysteries until you color them in. And you know how I love these types of books. So definitely going to be coloring out of that one this next month. There have been so many cute Easter books this month, haven't there? All right, Y. Otatala came out with another mandala coloring book. This one is mandalas, kaleidoscopes, ornaments, and patterns. Plus, you get 8 bonus Halloween designs. So these are all hand-drawn mandalas. 50 pictures in here, so there are a lot of them. Some of them more detailed than others, but like I said in the flip through, you don't have to color all those details. You can color that all as one color. And then I purchased some books from, these are all from Coloring Books 101, but the name on them is Sonia Rai, R-A-I. So I have 2 cross-stitch coloring books. This one is birds. So, you know, again, I love my cross-stitch coloring books. We have some landscape ones and some portrait ones. And then Valentine's Day. So again, exactly like the other book. And I did do flip throughs of all of these books with links in the description if any of these interest you. Alrighty, let's continue. Then we have the Mosaic Squares color by number books. And you know, I love the squares. Also, I always do the cross-stitch method or the X method. Now, this one, again, is called Valentine's Day, just like the cross-stitch book. But I kind of looked at the pictures. Kind of hard to tell, but I looked at the colors of the first picture in here and tried to determine kind of what the picture was going to be like up here versus the cross-stitch style, because I did do one in here. I think I showed this last, maybe not. No, probably not. I forgot to mark it. But it was different. So I'm thinking the pictures in here are different than here. At least the first one is. So yeah, here's the Valentine's Day Mosaic squares, color by number. Now these squares are a little bit bigger than, say, Belba Families and Such and Such Devas. Those are 3 by 3 millimeter, where these are 4 by 4 millimeter. So they are just a tad bigger. If the 3 by 3 are a little too small for you, maybe give the 4 by 4 a try. I know Such and Such Deva also has a couple that are 5 by 5. So you might want to give one of those a try. And then we have baby animals. I'm going to put this one on the side because I did color one out of there. And I did do one out of here also. Same thing as the others. She has a lot of books out, Sonia Rye. Okay, I'm going to put this one over here. Another circulism art book is A Stroll with Nature. Now, oh yeah, this one is on premium paper. I did a couple months ago. I was curious and I bought one on the standard paper and not this real deluxe paper. And yeah, this is so much nicer. The standard paper, which is Amazon paper, the ink spreads so much. So it's definitely worth an extra buck, buck and a half, or whatever it is to get the premium paper. So this one's not too bad, a little more detailed, but not the real teeny tiny circles like that floral one is. Color Questopia came out with another book, Zodiac Mandalas. It's all astrology pictures. Oh, those were the bonus images. So horoscopes / astrology. Belba family came out with another book in their puzzle color by number series. This one is Kawaii. Beginner means there is no background to do. Okay. Advanced means you do the entire picture. So beginner does make it quite a bit easier. You do the picture itself, but the whole background is not completed. And in my video doing the flip through of this book, I kind of explain how to go ahead and complete these. For those of you who have never seen these puzzle books, just looking at it like this is quite confusing. So I do have a couple videos specifically explaining how to do these. They are so much fun. They do take a little bit longer, a little bit more concentration than just their standard color by number books. The X's are big, or the squares are bigger though. I think these are 5 by 5 if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it says in the front. No, just that there's 25 images. Their standard palette. Yeah, it doesn't say, but I think it's 5 by 5. So I did do one out of that book. Another such and such Deva book. This is another one in his paper cut art series. Little Dwarfs color by number. Now he is putting out 2 versions of each in this paper cut art series. When he came out with his very first book in this series, he had a lot of feedback because there were no black lines around it, and a lot of people found it was difficult to color, including me. But some people liked not having the black lines. So he now puts out 2 versions of these books. The one that I got does have the black outlining. The other version does not have this. And paper cut kind of just means it's grayscale. It has shading in. So this is another one I really want to color out of. I mean, who doesn't like dwarfs? They're so cute. Look at with the toadstools. And again, this is using his standard color palette, so easy to match up. And finally, we have another whopping book by Sally Berry, 100 Tattoos. Expanded collection. And I always say, you know, some people think tattoos aren't my thing. Some of these pictures in here, though, are just gorgeous. Some of them are your typical skull tattoos, right? But look at that tiger. Oh. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, the art itself is so pretty. So, oh, love that one. But yeah, there are a number of skulls and, you know, freaky ones. I just wouldn't color those. With the dream catcher lighthouse. So isn't that one pretty too? And these nice thick black lines, a little bit of grayscale in there, so that would be nice and easy to color. So again, I did flip throughs of all of these books on my channel this past month. So if you're interested in a complete flip through of any of these books, look in my flip throughs playlist that contains all the flip throughs that I have ever done. So there's a lot of videos in there. But the title will always indicate which book it is doing a flip through of. So as far as supplies, like I said, I didn't really purchase a lot. No coloring supplies, actually, at all. I know, shock, shock. I do have something over here, and I'm going to shortly be doing a swatching video that should go up this next week. But because it's not up yet, I'm not going to show it. This is one thing that I purchased off Amazon. What these are little tags. And you can put these on luggage or whatever. However, I am going to be putting them on my pencil cases and the rings on my marker cases, so that when I'm going to be rearranging my closet, where all my coloring supplies are, I can attach these to the zipper on the pencil cases. And then, like I said, the markers, which the alcohol markers should be laid flat. But I think I'll be able to do this, attach them to the little ring of the handle. I'm going to see. I want to see how I can do that. And then I did message the seller, because he did mention in the description about how you can print the labels via a label template. It wasn't mentioned anywhere though how you could do that. So I messaged him, asked where the template was, and he emailed it to me. There is a vertical version and a horizontal version of the template. You print them out on Avery labels, I believe. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. But yeah, I thought these would be real handy. You get a lot of them in here. Can't remember how many. 30 of them. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Then, when she was done, I was going to start recording again. Phone was full. Was starting to delete some off. Doorbell rang. Oh, it's been a day. Anyhow, where was I? Okay, I think I got done talking about these. So, yeah. Another little project in the works. Another thing I got. This is a handy little thing. I bought it off of is it AliExpress, or did I see it on Instagram? Might have been on Instagram. This is kind of a 2-in-1. On this end, you have a teeny little blade to open up things. So I thought, oh, that would be handy. But on the other end, you have this dauber, and it erases ink. Now, there are certain papers it won't work on, but I like using them when I do diamond painting on baggings. I used to sit with a pen and I'd scribble out my name and address all the time. This thing completely erases this ink. It is so nice. See? Watch it just disappear. I love it. So, I no longer have to scribble everything out. This just makes it disappear. Now, on regular paper, I tried it with regular ink. That doesn't work. But on these types of labels with this kind of ink, works great. So that's what I bought it for in the first place. So yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. All right. One of the other things I bought for a project I have been working on, ran out of my Tombow glue. This is the double-sided sticky adhesive tapes. And these are refills to go in the cartridge. Love these things, so I had to get another 3-pack. It was off Amazon. And I also, for that project, I didn't like always having to bring out my great big paper cutter when I was just cutting some cardstock into little squares. So I got this paper cutter for one. It had a lot of good reviews, was quite inexpensive. And it's like your typical small paper cutter, you know, put your paper in, go up and down, and yeah, works great. I guess if you want me to, I'll go ahead and I'll leave some links down below to this, the Tombow glue or the refills, and these little tags, if you're interested in them. One other thing I bought off of Amazon. Let me zoom you out so you can see this. You know me and my diamond painting, right? They have a lot of shirts out for diamond painting and coloring. And I just thought this fit me to a T. It says, all you need is faith, trust, and a little bit of diamond painting. Isn't that cute? We got our standard pink pen here. Yeah, I love it. I thought it was so adorable. Okay, then the last actual art supply, I guess, coloring supply I bought a few more refills for the Art and Fly markers that I did a swatching video of a while back. And I also showed a couple of refills, or a few, that I had purchased at that time. Well, I found a number of colors that I use quite a bit. So I did buy some refills for those colors. You can get these right on Art and Fly's website. I did notice, though, they don't have every single color. And there were a couple colors that I actually needed. And yeah, they're not available. A couple of the other colors I needed were out of stock. So I'm going to have to go back in and see when they're in stock. I did send them a message asking if they're ever going to have all colors as refills, but I haven't received a reply back yet. So, okay, I guess that is it. Again, my coloring book haul and my supplies. Again, didn't have too many supplies. Trying to cut down on the books and the supplies. So, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my coloring book and supplies haul. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a terrific day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.